Hey guys, um, I'm Kelly, and I just wanted to shed some light on an issue that's really important to me. It's a really big thing in my life. I just wanted to get this out there and let people know, I suppose, about the effects that it has on people. Um, I just want to talk about bullying. It's something that's directly affected me my whole life. So, just want to kind of share my story, I suppose. I'm sorry if this is really quiet because I have a really quiet voice. So I'm sorry if it's really quiet, but I'm trying to be loud. So I apologise. I got bullied. I can't remember not being bullied. Actually, I got bullied a little bit in kindergarten. Not really, actually. Nothing worth saying right now. But I've probably been bullied since I was about 5 or 6, maybe. Yeah, probably about 5 or 6 in primary school. I suffered from a medical condition from about age 2, and I was in and out of hospital constantly, on medication constantly, seeing doctors all over Victoria constantly, and that happened from the time I was about 2 till about 11 or 12, and thank God that, I kind of got better before high school, because that would have been an absolute living hell. Because given my medical condition, it was just awful, and it was something that was so hard to live with. And kids bullied me about it all the time because they didn't understand that it was out of my control, and it was just awful because I felt like no one really accepted me. I felt like an outsider because of my medical condition, and it really hurt me because it was out of my control. I couldn't do anything about it. I was going to doctors every single day, basically, trying to get it better, and there was nothing I could do about it. So that's probably the worst that I got in primary school. But primary school is nothing compared to high school. High school was... there's not even a word to describe it. It was just awful. That doesn't even sum it up. Awful doesn't even sum it up. It was the worst time of my life. I'm 20 now. I left school when I was 16. And I left school solely because of bullying. There was no other reason. I just couldn't stay in that school. It got so bad that it was just unbearable. And by year 8, basically everyone, not everyone, but probably about half of the schoolyard decided that they didn't like me. And why they didn't like me is anyone's guess. I have no idea. I think they just didn't like me because they didn't like me. And I was always that quiet kid. I've always been quiet. Anyone who's known me since I was a kid, I'm a quiet person. And in class, I would never say a word because I was terrified that it would come back and bite me in the ass, and that would be something that they'd bully me for. I was just terrified to be kind of noticed in high school. I just felt like people just never really got the chance to know me. They just decided that they didn't like me. Even people that I'd never spoken a word to in my life decided that they didn't like me, and would go behind my back and say things and by the time I got to year 9, I suppose, that's when it started to get really bad. I think it was in year 9, I was in the locker bay by myself, just getting my books before class like anyone else. And I had a middle locker, which I don't know how that happened because I'm sure that was. And some girls came up to me, popular girls, and they started talking shit to me, started getting up in my face and just saying everything they possibly could to, you know, you bitch. And then they knocked my books out of my hands, and I didn't really react, I guess, enough for them to be satisfied. I went down to pick up my books, and as I bent down, one of the girls bashed my head into my locker door, and I had a bruise there, I think. Year 10 went from bad to worse. It actually got to the point where I got physically sick at the thought of going to school because I was so terrified. What are they going to do today? What are they going to say to me today? But I'd wake up in the morning and I'd feel so nauseous and just so sick and just so scared. And people would always be, why are you never at school? Why are you never at school? Why are you never at school? And people always thought that, you know, it was faking being sick. And in the mornings I legit felt sick because just the thought of going to school was that terrifying that it made me sick. To be told every day that you're fat, that you're ugly, that you don't deserve anyone's love, that how can anyone ever love you? Just saying things like that, just basically saying that you don't even deserve anything. In year 10, it was a daily struggle not to end my own life every single day. It was every day, every night I go to bed and I just didn't want to wake up because I knew that I have to go to school. And I just didn't see how there was possibly life after high school, how I was possibly going to get through it. For so long I believed that everything that they said to me was true. And it took months in therapy after I left school to deal with it. I couldn't get past it. I just was constantly depressed, and just want to put it out there to anyone that it gets better. It definitely gets better. There's life after high school, and you can move the fuck on and never see them again by choice. I still see everyone around everywhere because I still live in the same area, and you know, being on Facebook, at the end of the day, they're the pathetic ones, not you. They're the ones who are putting other people down because they feel like shit or they've had a bad day or whatever, and they just want to take it out on someone else. People who put down other people feel better about themselves are pathetic, and they need to grow the fuck up. And no one should ever be treated the way that I was treated. If this video helps, one person, or makes it clearer to one person, or even gets through to one person that bullied me, and makes them realise that they completely changed my life for the worse in the end. But in the end they got better. But they completely changed my personality. They completely changed me as a person. And they completely changed my path in the future. Because I left school because of them. And I don't think anyone's ever realised that. Or has cared very much. I don't think that really many people care what I have to say. But I don't care. Putting it out there anyways. Thanks for watching. Sorry I ramble so much, and I'm sorry that my voice is so quiet.